What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Ice Cube. Ice Cube turned down $9 million from Sony, a Jack Black film, because they had a vax mandate. Now, I'm not an anti-vax person. I do believe that if you have glaring issues health-wise, then you may want to get it, right? Because you might be more susceptible to getting the CV. But I, in no way, shape, or form, am in support of forcing people to get this. To me, I think that this whole thing is being politicized. I think people in charge, quote unquote, the politicians, the corporations, they want more power and say so over the people. They want to be able to control you more. And by you getting this vax and doing what they tell you to do, that's a part of them being able to exercise power that they haven't really had before, but now they have it, and that's what they are enforcing. And I have said this before, I have had a lot of respect for Ice Cube. As a matter of fact, another video I did about Ice Cube, I put it in the description box. I've always had a respect level for Ice Cube, even though he's in the entertainment industry. He's somebody that if anybody in the entertainment industry, if I can look to them as somebody who I can get motivation from, that I can learn from as far as business is concerned, it would be Ice Cube. Ice Cube is somebody that has built a lot of wealth for himself, generational wealth for him and his family, due to the work that he's put in. But he's also somebody who thinks for himself, as we saw last year. Ice Cube thinks for himself. And him not wanting to be forced to get this vax, he shouldn't have to. And him leaving $9 million on the table is not going to bother him. As a matter of fact, I posted on Twitter about how he doesn't need the money. Ice Cube is a very rich man. He doesn't need the money. This guy is all about his passion projects, whether it be the Big Three Basketball League, which has found more and more success as it's going on. Him getting back on the road and performing in front of crowds. That's passion. He's not doing that for the money. He's doing that because that's his passion. His passion is the basketball league he's created and doing music. And he makes, the fact that he's making $9 million for this film lets you know he's making a lot of money from movies as well. Because for a time, he focused primarily on films, right? But from all the producer credits, from all the films that he's executive produced and created, I don't think Ice Cube is hurting for money whatsoever. But the entertainment industry, this is all about symbolism. It's all about saying, hey, look, we're complying. Look, we're making all of them get the vax. And he's leaving $9 million on the table because, they use that money to control these guys. And when you're able to walk away, that sends a message. It really does. Let's get to this article from New York Post. It says Ice Cube backs out of $9 million Sony Jack Black flick after refusing vax requests. Entertainer Ice Cube left the cast of pending Sony comedy Oh Hell No and walking away from a $9 million payday after refusing the CV vax shot. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Ice Cube was slated to co-star with Jack Black, with whom he partnered on the project in June. Filmmaker, Katao Sakurai, I think that's how you say it, planned to do the flick this winter in Hawaii, and producers asked the cast to get the jab. Sony, Ice Cube's agency, and his personal representative, as well as co-producers Black and Matt Tomak, all refused to comment to the outlet. Ice Cube has not discussed his decision on social media, instead celebrating the 30th anniversary of his landmark album, Death Certificate, which was released on Halloween in 1991. It's the second production Ice Cube has left in recent months, according to the report, though it is unclear the reasons why he exited the boxing flick Flint Strong, which he was supposed to co-star. Producers have the option to implement a mandatory vax policies for cast and crew in Zone A where cast and crew work in close proximity on a project on a production by production basis, according to an agreement made in July between studios and Actors Guild. The report states, while disputes over vax have become an issue on other Hollywood projects, it's because these guys don't want to have to be forced to get this vax. They don't feel like they should have to. I don't think they should either. But this is Hollywood, and they want to be all about symbolism, and they want to push this narrative that, you know, it's dangerous out here if you don't get this vax. I mean, it's a lot of hysterics. It's a lot of social politics that goes on. And honestly, I think there are but I think there's a good amount of people who have the same mindset as Ice Cube. They just don't speak publicly. They don't want to be forced to take something that is foreign. You know, Ice Cube is a little bit older. He's not old at all, but you know, he's a guy who wants to watch his health, and he doesn't feel like he needs to get this. And when you're putting foreign substances in your body, when you've been taking care of yourself and you've been watching your health over the years, you know, a lot of these guys are not going to be quick to do that, and they should not be forced to do it. They shouldn't. Hospitalizations are not overflowing. Okay. I think the worst of this happened last year. And I think the reason why that was is because people did not know how to deal with it. But I think that now people should have the option of being able to choose what they want to do. And mandating something and forcing people to take the CV is not the way to go. Take the vax is not the way to go. It's the same thing I said about Sage Steele. You know, Sage Steele felt like she shouldn't have been forced to have to get the vax, but she got it anyway, and she ended up getting the CV anyway. Sage Steele got the vax and got the CV anyway. So what did that stop? Did it stop her from catching it? No. That's why these guys are hesitant. They're like, well, it's not going to stop me from still getting it. So what's the point of mandating it? It should be an option. Okay? It should be an option. All you have to do is have them do the CV testing, and they can show that they are testing negative, because you can still get the vaccine, still catch it and pass it on to somebody. I know they're not going to tell you that in the media too much, but that happens. Okay? So as long as they're showing negative tests, they're getting tested regularly, what is the point of continuing to push this narrative that everybody needs to get the vax? Because there's going to be a lot of projects that are going to lose people because they're not going to want to comply with this. And again, Ice Cube speaks for himself. He's not one of these people that's just going to go along and do what they want him to do. Yahoo News. Ice Cube reportedly walks away from $9 million movie project due to the vax mandate. Ice Cube's latest project, Oh Hell No, will have to go on without him after the rapper turned actor gave a similar response when asked to take the CV vax as part of the film's mandate. Unidentified sources close to the situation told The Hollywood Reporter that Cube refused to fulfill the quest of the producers to get the vax, subsequently walking away from a reported $9 million payday. Again, he doesn't need that money. I mean, it'll be a good payday, but I mean, I don't think that he feels that he needs that. And you can try to hold that over his head all you want to. I don't think it's going to affect him. I believe he probably has tons of money, revenue, pipelines going on. You know, he's going to have other projects that he's going to be able to do, unless all these studios just implement something across the board. I'm pretty sure he's still going to be able to do projects. And he probably wasn't even that passionate about this project. The Friday franchise creator, whose real name is O'Shea Jackson, was set to star alongside comedian Jack Black, who is still set to be involved with the film, though he currently is out due to an injury from a prior project. Production was scheduled to start in December, but now it might have to be pushed back as the studio scrambles to find a replacement for Cube. Reactions to the rapper's reported vax position fell mostly into two camps, one framing anti-vaxxers as pro-choice, and the opposite side pointing out the vax protect not only the individual but those around them. When that's false. That's false. So tell that to Sage Steele that got it the jab and still got the virus. Tell her that, and some of these other people as well. No room in industry for voices that would let harm come to the general public, wrote one critic on Twitter. With the amount of followers he has, remaining unvaxxed sends a clear message to those who look up to him. I don't see the problem with him not wanting to get the vax. That is his choice, as long as you aren't out here parading around without a mask on. I could care less. Fires back another person. He isn't speaking out against vax, but not getting it. I told y'all, these people are a bunch of followers, man. These people are a bunch of followers. And then they wonder why their life is the way it is, why they're so miserable, why they're so stressed. Listen, Ice Cube has always had my respect, and he's going to continue to have my respect. He's one of the few people in Hollywood that I do respect because of what he's done. He's a family man. He seemed like a very generous guy. He has helped the careers of a lot of people, especially a lot of your favorite comedians. Ice Cube has helped a lot of people. He's helped create something. It's like the big three. He's made a lot of movies that are fan favorites, and he seems like a genuinely good dude. You don't hear a lot of bad things about Ice Cube. But his only fault, I think, in the eyes of these people here, is that he doesn't go along with what they're doing. He's not part of the let's say the in crowd, but part of the, I call them the loser circle, because they do everything each other does, so they're losers. He does what he feels like is right, and the only thing you can do is respect that. So let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.